The old mansion. The old mansion had been abandoned for decades, its grandeur and beauty slowly being consumed by the passing of time. The once lush gardens were overgrown with weeds, the sound of crickets and the rustling of leaves the only signs of life. The mansion itself stood tall, its towering spires and turrets reaching towards the sky like skeletal fingers. As I stepped out of my car and onto the crumbling driveway, a chill ran down my spine. I had always been drawn to the supernatural and the occult, and this mansion was rumored to be one of the most haunted places in the country. I had to see it for myself. I approached the entrance, a massive wooden door with iron hinges and a heavy-looking knocker in the shape of a lion's head. The door creaked as I pushed it open, and I stepped inside, my eyes adjusting to the darkness. The air inside was thick with dust and the stench of decay. Cobwebs clung to the chandeliers, and the walls were covered in a thick layer of grime. I began to explore, my footsteps echoing off the walls as I made my way deeper into the mansion. As I walked, I started to feel a presence around me. At first, it was just a faint whisper in my ear, a soft breeze that seemed to carry a voice. But as I continued to explore, the presence grew stronger, the voice louder. I stumbled upon a room that seemed to have been left untouched for decades. The furniture was still intact, the bed made, the curtains drawn. But it was the photographs on the walls that caught my attention. They were old, black and white, and they seemed to depict a family that had lived in the mansion. As I looked closer, I noticed that the faces in the photographs were scratched out, as if someone had taken a razor to them. I felt a shiver run down my spine as I realized that I was not alone in the mansion. Suddenly, I heard a noise behind me. I turned to see a figure standing in the doorway, its face twisted into a grotesque grin. The figure began to move towards me, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. I tried to run, but my feet seemed rooted to the spot. The figure drew closer, its grin growing wider, and I felt a sense of dread wash over me. I was trapped, and I knew that I was about to face a horror beyond my wildest imagination. As the figure reached out to touch me, I felt a searing pain in my head, and everything went black. When I came to, I was lying on the floor, my head throbbing with pain. The figure was nowhere to be seen, but I knew that I had to get out of the mansion as fast as I could. I stumbled to my feet and made my way back to the entrance, the presence still lurking in the shadows, watching me. As I emerged into the bright